Hey guys, Gameboy 3800 here. Once again, we're back for the MSEC Series 3. We got MJFever here today for commentary. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
It's been an eventful day for me, but nonetheless, we're gonna unwind with some weekend Monster Jam. We're here at NRG 2015, and we have a full field tonight. Here's the heats. Patriot is in Bigfoot, Josh is in Mohawk Warrior, Sin into Windbreaker, and Hawk in BlueCrush. Ace is back in Gravedigger 19, VR in El Toro Loco. You're in Fast Metal, and Milady is back in Snow Leopard Madness. Let us begin. We're going to start right off with Heat A Racing. This is Hawk and BlueCrush going up against Patriot in the Bigfoot machine.
I'm noticing Josh is going very wide in that turn, and hitting the car. That's not good.
And it's you hit the jumps 3 times, so it's 1 full up around, and that's the race. And looks like Bigfoot had some problems there. I don't know what happened there. He's going over.
Oh, oh, jeez.
We'll save it. I don't think he got any damage though. Next up, we got the Caesar machine, Sin, Windbreaker, going up against Josh and Mohawk Warrior. And Sin has washed out already. Oh, and he's found the car.
In that van too?
Yeah, he found the car.
Driving over the van, that's not good. That's not going to help you at all.
Nah, it's going to be a pretty easy victory for Josh here, I think, unless Sin can pull out something magical out the hat here.
It wasn't a 1 mile an hour finish, but it was still a clean kind of jump at the end.
That's a massive air at the ending jump there, but it won't be enough. Next up, the Heat A final. Hawk, BlueCrush, Josh, Mohawk Warrior. They're looking for that green light. Off they go. It's hard to tell who gets the whole shot here. I think they're pretty even that time around.
You just got to pedal to the floor. That's all you got to do.
Hawk is going over. He saved it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see very well, but...
Can't see. Yeah, he couldn't see that turn. He's almost going over again. It'll be Josh going into the Heat C final. Kind of a surprise victory there, but looks like he'll be a force to be reckoned with. You're up next on the Fast Metal going up against Gravedigger 19.
Yeah, not too proud of racing, but it's alright. Raver's a good competitor.
Yeah, you clipped that jammer stack there and you weren't right ever since.
Yeah, that was not a very good run for me, but it's alright. Get him in tool skills and freestyle.
And going over.
We don't talk about it, we don't talk about
Okay.
it.
Next up, VR and El Toro Loco going up against Milady, Snow Leopard Madness. Milady has been pretty much undefeated except for York Fair and Manchester in racing.
He's killing in the tour.
Oh yeah, he's like 30, 40 points ahead of everybody else. Unquestionably gonna be in the World Finals. VR with a wipeout as well.
That turn seems to be getting a lot of spin outs in that turn.
Yeah, that turn is definitely looser than the other side. VR loses the horns. And oh, I thought he was going over. He saved it. Not bad. Heat B final. Ooh, Ace has stalled out the line. If you run an aggressive enough torque converter, that can actually happen. I think that's what he did.
Jeez.
So, unless Milady rolls over or something here, Ace, unfortunately, not going to get the win tonight in Gravedigger.
Oh, no.
He'll bring it back down. Milady to the finals once again. Going up against Josh in the Stars and Stripes Mohawk Warrior truck. Off they go. Pretty even there. I'm not sure if one ramp has more air than the other.
Josh really went out far in that turn.
Yeah, he did. He's behind by a few lengths. Oh, watch out.
No. Oh, man.
Over he goes. And all Milady has to do is just not fail. and good victory for Milady. Here's the points. Milady gets a full 11. Josh and Ace did pretty well. And
I got
then
1 point.
you did not as good as you wanted, neither did Sin or Patriot.
No.
And then next up, only the winning two-wheel skills run will be shown because everyone else actually just fell over. So, I guess we'll find out who the winner is here. Oh, look at this.
Oh. It's me.
Bash Metal, after a roll in racing, is back to show us what it's got in two-wheel skills. You can see the debris of one of the other trucks that had gone. You can probably see it over there. Windbreaker is completely naked. Getting up on the nose there, pretty good. Trying to get for a rebound, couldn't quite get it though.
I wish I could have done more in two-wheel skills, but hey, I mean, at least I got the win, so.
Yeah, there's not too many good two-wheel skills opportunities on this map.
Nah.
And we were gonna do Sun Bowl Custom, but everyone else was like, no, no, no. Let's do like one of the NRG stadiums. So I was like, okay, if you say so. And then everybody fell over in racing and two-wheel skills.
Yeah.
Some okay balance. Carrying it good here though. That's a good transfer.
Very smooth, and I rolled it down, so. It was a decent run.
Yep, and you got a score of 4.20. Sin and everyone else got like more than a whole point behind. You can see how many people just fell over.
Jeez.
So we're moving right into freestyle now. Next up, Patriot and the Bigfoot Bad Boys machine. Is that a real truck or is that something fully custom?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen Bigfoot Bad Boy run, but.
Oh yeah, we had to make it even more cursed than usual, so it's now front engine as well. Got the 2-minute timer going. Whenever they hit their first obstacle or do their first stunt, that's when the clock starts rolling.
Starting it off pretty easy.
Starting it off easy. Watch out though. That can hurt you.
Uh-oh.
What is this? He's got an open diff or a broken axle or something. Just a few hits in. I don't know what the audio did there. That was odd. Just a few hits in. Not what he wanted to do. Why would you have an open diff on a monster truck?
I don't know. Silly. And then you have Windbreaker, just no body at all.
It was just a good opportunity to see what that truck's made of.
Yeah. Oh. Got a little RII check there.
He's trying to get his light show to go on, but something with like missing the body, it can't reflect off anything anymore.
You could see it flash every once in a while, but
it's reflecting off the dust he kicks up, but that's about it. It's no longer reflecting off the body, so it doesn't look as well as he wanted it to.
It's getting some big air though.
Yeah, he is. He's more than a few hits in, so. You know, I mention this every time. I don't know why he has the road trip fuel tank, the extended range fuel tank.
You shouldn't be using a full fuel tank in a run though. That's.
I mean, he's obviously used some since racing in two-wheel, but still, it's going to be heavier than everybody else here.
Massive air right there, jeez.
That was some good air. Going for a little bit of a donut in the middle of his run. Not bad. Although he's faced himself towards a wall. Not too good for momentum there.
Whoop. Oh, that hurt the axle.
Look out. He's closing in on a minute.
Oh, cartwheel.
Can he save this?
Oh, wow.
He threw it into reverse at the last second to save that. That was a pretty good save.
That was a good save. Big air again. He's going for a lot of big air this run.
Well, he's got something to prove from not doing too well in racing, and then not doing too well in two-wheel skills either. Closing in on 30 seconds.
Didn't he do good in two-wheel skills, like second or something?
He got second, but his score was like a third.
Oh man.
Broke a wheel off in the closing seconds of his run. Not what he wanted to do. Not be able to carry as much momentum as he would have wanted. He broke something in the steering as well. You can see that front tie rod just flailing.
Oh, what is this?
He's going mad here at the end of his run. Clock is used up. He's going to get one more move. He's trying for a backflip on 3 wheels.
Oh. And wow.
Score 7.1 to start us off, well, for real, in freestyle.
It's not too bad. Oh,
you're up next in Fast Metal.
I'll let you commentate this one. I'll sit back and watch.
Alright, Fast Metal didn't do too well in racing. He does have the possibility to double down, having 1 2-wheel skills. What's he going to go for here? He's going to not start the clock there. Would have been a dumb way to start. Don't even really notice those bumps at the end of the track. 2 minutes are on the clock. Starting off with a slap wheelie. Haven't seen this yet. Trying for a bit of a combo. Watch out. Trying to carry some engine speed. Getting some air, not as high as we've seen from Sin. Oh, look at that! He dragged that tailgate right on the ground there, on the tabletop. He's used 30 seconds. Getting some pretty good momentum. He's got to keep the truck together, though. We saw Sin at the end of his run! Oh, what a save! He'll get turned off for that. Didn't really lose too much time, though, so he's still going. Oh, he's eating... Is that Bigfoot's hood? Bigfoot's hood has become part of Fast Metal now. Probably not what he wanted to do there. It's up to the driver whether they want a track clear or not, and nobody said anything, so the track stayed as it was. He finally spits the hood out, but he broke something in the process. I don't know what he broke. I think he broke a suspension piece. I think I see it hanging there, yeah. Still, despite having a broken truck and having been turned off, he's still carrying great momentum. Thinks wisely there, keeps it under control instead of going for a full out with a broken truck on the jammer. Backflip towards the end of his run into a bit of a moonwalk. Didn't carry it too far, but he still got some great moves. Can he finish big though? Oh, watch out. He's going over. He's turned off. But he's still on his wheels. What? We told him, if you think you can save it, you can try to fire back up. And there he goes. Clock resumed. He's going to get one more hit for his last move here. Just to jump. Some good saves. And some wow factor moments as well. A good run from Fast Metal. MJFever, how do you feel about that run?
I felt good about it. I mean, that hood kind of bit me in the butt, but it's alright. I got the lead, so.
7.56, a slim lead. Not too far ahead of Sin. Fast Metal in the lead. Except VR. El Toro Loco with the flamethrowers today. Ready to go. Gonna start off big here. Right off the jammer.
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh.
He'll bring it back down, though. He saw what you did on this stack here with the save. Trying to start off with that. I'm not sure that's the wisest thing to do, but it worked out for him.
You can either break those new tie rod and steering functions and then not be able to steer the rest of your run, or save it the way I did and the way he did and got lucky.
Yeah, you gotta watch out nowadays. That steering being breakable adds a whole new dimension for what you can and can't do. Oh, he shows it off right there. He did not want to land right there on that corner. Did he lose all front steering or just one? I can't tell.
I think just the front left. So he's still got right.
He's gotta make left-hand turns if he can. That's bad though. He did that early in his run. That's one thing you can do with a broken truck. You can get the wheels into positions they wouldn't normally be able to.
That was
a rough hit there, yeah. He's broken the sway bars now too. His truck is falling apart on him tonight.
Ooh. That was a cool little move right there.
Watch out. That's what you get with broken sway bars. The back end is uncontrollable.
Was he going in reverse for a hit? Oh, it looks like he is, yep. Oh.
Not too much air. Oh. His wheel has grabbed something, and he gets a bit of a power wheelie out of that. Closing in at the end of his run. He's done good with the broken truck. Can he finish off big, though?
Oh.
Trying to go for a backflip with a truck this broken. It worked out well for Sin. Will it work out well for VR?
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
No, he's turned off.
That was a cool little roll right there.
There's a slow roll. Looks like his truck still can start up. Gonna let him regain some momentum. There he goes. Clock resumes. What's he gonna do to finish off this run?
Some flaming donuts. And
flaming donuts.
Jump. Oh boy.
He is just going wild for the end of his run here. Score 7.35. Not enough to take you down, but is enough for second place. And he's just going for one more move after the clock here.
Oh man. He saves it again. That truck is really lucky for him tonight.
Yeah, he did more, but I decided to cut it there. Next to Pac. BlueCrush claims he was unfairly turned off in two-wheel skills, despite hitting something at an awful angle and falling on his roof. We're gonna hope he does better than that in Freestyle tonight. Nicely done.
That was nice.
That was like a textbook slow motion sidewall there. He's getting good air as well. Can he match Sin though for big air?
I don't know. Something about Sin's truck is just making him fly.
It might be the older suspension, the old style nitrogens. Maybe they give you extra bounce. Bit of a power wheelie there.
There's some
all the way to the wall.
Tunnel there too.
Yeah, that's where the pile is. We always make a pile when someone's done.
Oh, I know.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, uh-oh.
He's going to get turned off inside the valley. That's the worst spot you can roll over.
He's trying to redeem himself. He couldn't do it.
Nope. Next up, Ace, Gravedigger 19. We've seen him be able to win in the past. He won at York Fair. What can he do here at NRG 2015?
There's some big air there, too.
That is some good air.
Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
Oh,
no.
Man.
Something is broken in that truck tonight. He stalled off the line in racing, fell over in two-wheel, and now in Freestyle, the throttle sticks and he goes right into a container.
That was a 4 shut off right there, pretty much.
Yeah, and he gets the lowest score possible, a 1. He had like a good air moment, but that's not enough to get you any points.
No.
Josh, doing pretty well in racing tonight. Which is definitely one of his better showings so far this series. Can he potentially win Freestyle tonight at NRG? He started off the run fairly conservative. Can he wind it up towards the end though?
He's going pretty crazy at the start here with some donuts too. I got to talk to him after the show, and he said he kept it in first gear most of racing, so maybe that helped him out a little bit.
I heard him use first gear RPM there as well. Some tunes work good with first gear. And it got him second place in racing, so it obviously works well enough. A little bit bouncy with those king coilover shocks. Probably could use some more refinement in the tuning, but he's keeping it under control. Look at that.
Oh, jeez.
Seems a little bit loosely sprung. That probably helped them save that donut sidewall, though.
Yeah, suspension flex was pretty crazy there.
Just getting a lot of rebound. Gets him up into a good wheel here.
Oh, I couldn't grab it.
Stoppy. Trying to bring some two-wheel skills to Freestyle. We haven't really seen that yet, other than sidewalls. A nice air there.
Jeez.
Truck is holding together nicely so far. seen other trucks with broken steering or broken wheel at this point.
Yeah, seriously. I don't think that's what he wanted to do. Oh, uh-oh.
He's trying to line up for something here. I don't know if this ramp is good for that, though.
Oh, man. Oh, hard hit.
Score 7 flat. That'll have him towards the top of the table, but not enough to take you down.
He's still holding strong. This is the last truck.
Yep, Milady. Usually one to put on a show in freestyle. Can he take you down? He's the only one left who can stop you from doubling down.
Yeah. Keeping in first.
Not sure if he meant to do that or if the truck just threw itself into first. Getting some good air. He's running with the SIR tires, the short tires. People say that they give no grip, but I've actually run a few tunes with them. They're actually okay if you know how to drive them.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of flat landings here too. That's probably not too good for it.
That was the same sort of hit that broke El Toro Loco's rear sway bars. I thought it would do something similar here. This truck is able to hold it together though.
That's a far jump.
In good distance, keeping up good momentum. All he's got to do is keep the truck alive. He'll be up for contention towards the top of the table.
I know.
Oh, look at that.
Crossing my fingers.
Bit of a rebound into a sky wheelie there. Not a bad hit. He's winding it up. Thought he would go for a little bit more distance there. Bit anticlimactic, but he's probably saving the truck for the last few seconds of the run.
Another rough hit on the chassis there.
More distance. This is turning out to be a pretty good run. Going for a backflip before 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he'll get it. Trying to do a bit of a moonwalk. Too high up in the road range to do it though. Comboing it here.
Oh no.
That's a devastating blow. He had such a good run going. Now he's losing a rear tire steering is so much worse than losing a front. You lose all control of the truck.
No. Oh man.
And he's turned off. He gets a 7 dead. That's going to be tied for Josh, I think. So.
Look at that.
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
And then we got to show the pile at least once, so he's going to go add to it. The pile is back here in the corner.
How is Gravedigger in the wall?
Magic. And that was it for freestyle.
I'm glad I got that W.
Yep. You got first, VR pretty close second. Sin got third actually, and then Milady and Josh, they got a tie, but because Milady got the score later, he gets the position.
And I won overall. Let's go.
Yeah, you didn't do too well in racing, but sometimes you don't need to.
That is true.
Series 3 points up to this event, plus the bonus points. You ended up 9th so far. That's not too bad. If you can get in one more event, you might even get World Finals.
Yep. Might actually try. Uh-oh. Oh.
It's the twin-engine Grave Hunter truck back at it again.
That truck sounds really crazy. Oh, jeez.
That's what you get when you add 2 engines. That chassis built for 1. He's lost both rear tires. He's still going. He's trying to find something to explode here. Not going to find it doing this, though.
He has no rear drive. He can't do anything. Oh, jeez.
Stuff it back there. And there it is.
He has like a detonator in his cab.
He has to. There's no other way he could have done that. That'll be it for this MSEC Series 3 video. If you all enjoyed, please do go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again, Fever, for joining for commentary.
Alright guys, glad you liked it, and again, follow Game Boy's rules, and like, subscribe.
Or don't.
Do all the things, big guy.
Goodbye.